So, hey, I've got this Kubey, and it's in a white box, and so we know what that means. It means there's something in here. Let's get it out of here. So, what is it? This is a KB367B M390 in titanium. Well, that sounds pretty good right there, right? Okay, so this is a Bravo, Kubey Bravo One. Yeah, and I am a huge fan of the Kubey Bravo. This is what's in. This is my pocket check. I've got a Kubey Bravo. They're designed by Mikel Williamson. I've got one in my pocket right now. This one's in OS10 steel, G10 scales. This is like my daily carry. Got a nice. I put a good edge on it, but this is what's been in my pocket for quite some time now. But I like this Bravo so much that I had to get this titanium version. So here it is. Let's check it in. We'll check it in, check it out. This is a collection knife. This is one that I got with fully intending to keep this knife. So we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll check it in and go, yeah, I don't want to keep that knife. I don't really like it. But for now, let's get all this stuff here. Get it out of our way. I love that the Kubey, when they anodize titanium, they put that flat, textured finish on it. It's not polished and smooth. Now, they have some that's polished when they anodize, but this fire pattern, oh, it's so nice. Let's see that blade. Yeah. M390. Look at that. It's got the vertical lines and then the horizontal grind that way. And then it's got an angle grind on this swedge. Very pronounced in all three directions. Beautiful edge on that blade. Let's check that action. Oh, so good. Yeah, jimping on the spine. There's only one way in this knife, and that's that back flipper. Can choke up on this knife, but it's not at the, one of my pet peeves. It's not at the detriment of the main grip. The main grip, a lot of thought went into this part for these three fingers, this part for this finger. And so a lot of times these choke ups now end up being the primary grip. Like the only way you can hold the knife is up here. And I don't want to hold the knife up here. My finger's up in the blade. I don't like it. I want to be here. But yeah, this one's done right. This was the afterthought, not the main grip. Very nice. Very locked in, very comfortable. Wonderful action. I mean, golly, this is such a good piece. Such a good piece. Yeah, runs wonderfully. I'm going to manipulate that action a little bit on the blade. Kind of, I don't know, replicate maybe opening and closing it a couple hundred times by putting pressure on that detent. Running that ball across that blade. And I want to do it now because sometimes it can, I don't know, micro millings or whatever. And so when I clean this, I take it apart and I clean it up. I want all that to go away. I don't want to slam the knife all the way open right here and put pressure, because then what happens is I'm putting a lot of pressure when the lock bar clears the back of the blade and goes across, and that's not a good idea. All right. Oh, so smooth. Come on, Kubey. And Mikkel, what a great design. I don't know how old this design is, but I mean, it just kind of came across my world fairly recently, within the last, several months. We're going to go ahead and get up in here. We'll get this thing checked in properly. Believe all of this hardware is titanium. And yeah, wonderful. Big, big, big bearings. Wonderful, huge piece of steel, M390. I don't see any real dirt there, but we'll wipe all that down. But I want to check this hardware. Yeah, it's all titanium, titanium pocket clip, titanium hardware. Everything's titanium there. On the pivot, this collar is going to be metal, but the face of it is titanium. Yep. Get these washers out. We'll wipe all that down. This one has a little bit of Loctite showing there. All right, let's clean it up. Oh, I'm so happy. This thing's been here for a while. I just haven't got around to it. And I recently had the Tanto version and moved that to a really good friend of the channel. And so it got me thinking about this piece, and I thought, man, I need to check that in so that I can put my hands on this knife, because it's been sitting here in a box for a minute. So here we are. Get a look at this beauty. It's so good. I mean, I know I'm biased because I got a Kubey fetish. And honestly, that's White Mountain Knives' fault. They run that sale this last summer and last fall, winter. I mean, it's been running for a while. And it's like knife hoarder crack, man. And they have so many models, You got to get busy. I do. I can't just. Oh, yeah. My son was over the other day, and he goes, "Daddy, you need an intervention, man." Yeah. Nobody tell me what to do. But I am leaning down some of my different collections that I have many pieces, and Kubey's one of them. Kubey, civivi, Sencut, kizer. I am leaning out the herd of kizers as well. Yeah, big bearing. Ooh, this is a big one. Not your standard cage bearing. And probably only what I mean by that is the centimeter of the hole, the pivot hole. It's larger. All right, we're there. Let's put it back together. And so this has the captured pivot where there's a notch here. See the notch? And then even on the titanium version, they put that little nib there that catches that notch. Pretty nice. Now I dropped that little spacer for the second time. Let that fall out of it. Of course I don't see it, so I'm going to have to go looking for it. Here it is. Whew, lucky me. Could have went the other way, and then I'm down on my hands and knees looking for it. There's that pivot lined up properly. Okay. Washer. I'm going to put the shiny side up. And then I'm going to put that side down because the face of the blade is flat. It's not recessed. If it was recessed, I'd have went the other way. Massive stop pin. I mean, it's big. And here's the thing about the stop pin is it's not tapered. A lot of times you'll see a big stop pin, but then the ends of it are tapered. And so in the end, what's really being held in the knife is a small stop pin. But it's like a faux big one because it's tapered at the end. Not these. This is huge. It's got a huge stop pin. Huge. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure nobody's got that reference yet. I've said it a few times. Oh yeah. All right. I want to put a little drop where that ball is. You can see I really created a path there by working that the way I did. There she be. I mean, what a wonderful workpiece this would make. I just don't know that I could bring myself to carry it. I mean, that's me. The knife is so nice. That's why I got the G10 version. And that's why I haven't been in a big hurry to get this thing checked in, because I have a version and it's been in my pocket almost daily since I got it. I mean, that's how much I like the knife. It just went in my pocket right away, and I'm like, okay, well, I dig it. So the clip is recessed into the titanium, and it's got 4 flat sides. So nice design on the clip. It's only got 1 screw, but as long as that screw stays tight, we should be just fine. And it's titanium to titanium to titanium, so we don't have metal to titanium anywhere here. Pretty nice. I mean, how this piece isn't over $300 is a mystery. Oh my goodness. Do you hear it? Can you see it? Are y'all experiencing what I'm experiencing? I don't think you are. I mean, this thing, oh, so good. I mean, I know I'm gushing over it. I should stop. Like, I'm a grown man. There's a bunch of you just gonna have enough of it and go, bro, I can't watch your channel anymore. You got a love affair going with one knife, and it's shameful. Oh my goodness, this thing is so good. Yeehaw. I might actually be too tight on this pivot, which is strange because the thing is running so well. Yeah. Lockup's about 40% on that lock. Yeah, I mean, superb. Let's talk about this action. So, I mean, I don't have a lot of these, but this may be A plus action. Just, you know, because to get to A plus, man, it's a culmination of a lot of stuff. It's ergonomics. It's not just the action. It's, you know, access to that lock bar right there, the jimping on the flipper tab. I mean, everything that plays into that action. You know, I mean, the access to the lock. This is lowered, scalloped. This is scalloped. And reaching in here is very easy, intuitive. It's not hard to do. It's not tough on the thumb in any way. And the action itself is just drop shut, gorgeous, beautiful, snappy coming out. There's no way that'll fail, but I'll try it. Yeah, no chance. I mean, it's got a wonderful detent. It's very snappy. Everything's centered. Acoustically, it's stunning. You know, coming in with the detent. Very powerful. Yeah, A plus action. Let's talk about ergonomics. So there's not so confident, confident, very confident. And with this flipper tab, this jimping, the overall shape of this grip, the way it's locked in, the jimping on the spine, combat jimping. You dig your thumb in, you're not getting past it. This is a very confident grip, almost to the top of the scale. I mean, I guess it probably could be. I don't know why I'm hesitating to take it all the way up, but it is a very confident locked in grip. Very comfortable in the reverse grip, and it's got a slanted, perfect place for the thumb. I mean, if the knife wasn't so nice, I'd say that, you know, it's half a bushcraft folder. You know what I mean? Like, it's built that tough. The thing's a tank. Excellent ergonomics. The pocket clip, I don't even, you know, like, it disappears. It's right where it should be to not notice it in there. Let's run the pocket clip. Pretty sure it's just going to get over the thick stuff right here and run. Yep, all the way to the top. Beautiful profile. Shows that flame anodizing, and the tension there is wonderful. Yep, one hand in, one hand out, normal jean size. It's got good tension there. You can hear it snap coming out. And then my spot in this back pocket, that's where my other one is right now. It's got a little bit different pocket clip though. It's got, you know, a standard wonderful clip. It's not even recessed, but it's got a ton of tension on it, and it's locked into my pocket. And look at the action on this one. Same thing. Oh, it's so good, man. This thing needs cleaned. I mean, it's been in my pocket forever. Yeah, what a great representation. The G10 version, and this one is a home run. Just knocks it out of the park. It is such a gorgeous knife, and one that is definitely going to go into my collection and be a keeper. I wonder if it's sharp. I'd be stunned. Every Kubey knife I've ever gotten has just been wickedly sharp out of the box. Yeah, like this one. All the way around to that tip. Like, there's no dead spot on this knife. Crazy sharp. I could push it right through that paper. Oh, so good. Yeah. Kubey Bravo One. Price and availability. Are they available, and how much? Okay, so White Mountain knives have been my go-to for these Kubeys. I mean, you just can't beat their pricing. Like I said, I blamed them earlier for being a hoarder of these Kubey knives and ruining my fall, my winter, because I got to buy Kubey knives. Man, I have over almost 30 of these that I need to check in, Kubeys. And they show up on the channel pretty regularly. And I still have about 30 models that I got to get to that I haven't gotten to because I don't want to do back to back to back to back to back Kubeys. But this higher end version, there's a Tanto plain titanium. It's like a silver looking titanium, maybe semi polished version with the anodized hardware and the Tanto blade. There's one of those models. I don't know how many they have left on White Mountain knives. The Kubey code works on that knife. I put it on that knife, and it takes the price from 165 down to like 111. So I mean, I'd be tempted to just go get it because once those sales stop, it's, I mean, that knife's, it's $170 knife all day long. And so there's one version, high end version. Here's the interesting thing. They have 7 or 8 models like this one with the G10, the Damascus, the lower end models. And they don't have one of those available. So I'm not sure where the other outlets are, but I would say if anything I'm talking about in this video makes sense to you, man, go find you one of these. Go find this one. Now, if you don't buy it at White Mountain Knives, you're going to pay full price for it. And I mean, this isn't a cheap knife, but I think you can get it for under $60. Go find one because is it worth that? It's worth that all day long. Aus 10 steel, the G10. Absolutely, I would buy this in a heartbeat for $60. Wouldn't even hesitate. Is this worth $160? $165? $170? Well, I can tell you, I mean, running stuff through the channel, I get knives that aren't near this nice that are up in that price range. Yep, $175, $250 knives that aren't near what I think this knife is. So yeah, is it worth the 165? If that's what I had to pay for it, I wouldn't even blink. Yep, I wouldn't even blink. That's how much I like this knife and how much I would recommend it. Anyways, I appreciate you watching my love affair with this Kubey Bravo One. Pretty cool. I appreciate y'all hanging out.